Hello there, world. Johnny here. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Last we left off, we fought a whole bunch of demons in order to save the Hell Knights. So let's see what's going on. And Sunrise soldiers as well. Regil, you two, check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messengers immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner the better. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I'm quite interested in the events that occurred in the Great Garrison. I suppose you have questions for me as well. I have a lot. Oh wow. Any shift of balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who's capable of fighting demons effectively, then I'm ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. But naturally, I can't blindly trust a stranger, even when marked by the gods. I bless myself, thank you. My character, not me, you know. You have every right to doubt. I don't usually trust strangers either. So we understand each other. Thank you, Commander. I will wait for my remaining fighters to return, when you see there is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Before we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Yaker steps forward and salutes with his clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked him to provide assistance. Reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Yaker. 100 lashes for abandoning your post. Damn. Yes, Paralictor. Oh, okay. He knew it was wrong to do, so. Help. Don't forget he abandoned his armor. You might be right. Another 10 lashings for proper treatment of order property. Fair enough. Yes, Paralictor. Everything is so strange. They march in columns through the thicket, even though there's a regular smooth road nearby. I'll never understand this pointless cruelty. I never want to. Now for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, you're interested in our dispute with the Knights of Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Canavras suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they've suffered. I suppose, Commander, that leagues around, from Canabras to Drezen, and from Drezen to the cursed city of Iz, at the heart of the world wound, all of this pertains to you in one way or another. You are the catalyst that shifted an age-old balance of power, whether you meant to or not. Your own future, and much more, depends on the decisions you make here and now, even the ones that seem insignificant. I will support you and recommend the Knights of the Sunrise Sword fall under your command, but I will expect your support in return, Paralictor. I will gladly give my support to one who could effectively fight the demons. Now let's turn to our orphans. Oof. Oh, okay. Whew. Regil looks at the warriors, white and yellow, shifting cheerlessly from one foot to the other. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusader Order and hope they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Oh, there we go. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy, or that our war-making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this. Under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. The strong subjugates the weak. All is as it should be. Until an even stronger leader comes along and unseats the previous one. He's used to people following his orders. Then again, these sniveling cowards are used to humiliating treatment. They won't even consider testing him a little. What would you do in their position? Challenge a gnome in black to a duel and make him prove him worthy of command? I would never end up in their position. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? The water, medicine, and bandages? I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword consult with each other for a time. Then one of them, a young woman in knight's armor, steps forward. Thank you for your trust, Paralictor. We will stay, and are ready to obey your orders. Fine. In due course, I will review your troops and make any necessary decisions regarding your role in my unit. And now, Commander, the most important issue. Cooperation between our forces. We do have a common enemy and a common battlefield. Oh, cool. Can I see? No? Okay. You're looking at me strangely, Paralictor. When we discussed Yeager's punishment, and when we were deciding the fate of the Sunrise Sword, it's as if you're testing me. I do not believe I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you, both as a new, strong leader in the region, and as a bearer of a highly unusual power. Of course I'd like to know what's inside your head. One could say that it's my duty. My army and I are going to Drezen to free the city from demons. You can join forces with us. Drezen? An ambitious goal, but most reasonable. Imagine how such a victory would rally all separate bands of today's Crusaders under one banner. We certainly need a base of operations inside the World Wound. I stand ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you on your campaign. Ooh. However, I would remind you that the Hell Knights are outside of Mendev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only as long as I deem that our goals coincide. I like his eyes. They're still bright. Neither the darkness nor the paleness has taken them. For now. Hell no. We don't need the likes of these black-armored statues. I don't want to fight side by side with someone who will slit my throat if I'm weak and wounded. You can't defeat one evil by inviting an equal, but slightly more organized evil into your ranks. Slightly more organized than the demons. I would consider that an insult. That's a deal. Yes, Commander. My forces in Regil Derenge are at your disposal. Hooray! What are you doing here? We're still alive. Praise be Sarenrae. Excuse you? Praise me, I'm the one who saved you. Okay, so... Hell Knights. Sweet. Alright. Well... Oh, it's snowing.
I am yours to command.
Oh, we're getting tired. Alright, when do I check it out? Okay. Oh, little rabbit thing. What is that? It's like a little rabbit chinchilla hybrid. Really cool. Anyways, oh, what's that? Who is that? Alright. Just watch them for now, okay? Just watch them. Oh, yeah, that's a bow, so...
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Tell me, and I'll do it.
Smite Chaos. Order of the God Claw. Doesn't have a lot of abilities, but... Alright, so you go here.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
No mistakes.
Okay. Yeah, we need the rest.
I got your back.
Let me help.
Okay.
Shellen guides me.
Get close. And then...
I'll tear your throat out.
Alright. Attack.
Don't beg me to stop.
Okay. Heroism. On Regil. Yeah. And then... Never mind. Just go. Alright, what are you gonna do? These things are nasty, so we gotta be careful.
Retreat is not an option.
Boom.
Let's try this way.
Yeah. Ah, gotcha. Just get it behind him.
No match
Ouch.
for me.
Haha. Yeah. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open.
Huh. That's not good. Get him. 3 attacks. Ooh. Nice.
This will hurt.
Oh.
Begone, fiend!
5 foot back. There we go.
I'll rip you
I didn't see the line, so I didn't know if it broke attacks of opportunity or not. Yeah, heal Windowag.
The spirits demand your blood.
Ooh.
This one's mine.
A calculated
Oh,
risk.
if you make a full move like he just did, you can only make 1 attack a round.
Fall!
Oof. Was that it? Is that really it? Oh, letter. Come to my camp if you want to talk. I have much to share with you. A friend. Ooh. There we go. All right. Ooh. Tyranny of mind. Safely wielded only by non-good characters. Each time the wielder of this weapon lands a hit with it, enemy has to pass a will saving throw DC 13 or become effective with the equivalent of a dominate person spell for 1 round. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't read that. Oh, darn it. Oh well. Danger and Danger and distress rest heavy upon their scales, their measure soaring on the perilous march to Drezen. The army moves steadily along the banks of the West Selen, scarred with canyons and ravines. Suddenly, a group of scouts returns. Anevia, the leader of the group, makes 2 urgent signs to the soldiers. Wait and quiet. She dashes through the ranks to the commander who waits for a report. We're in trouble, she whispers. The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Drezen, we'll have to go down and then up the other side, but the canyon is swarming with foul creatures. Vescivores. A real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldiers' weapons. They've already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Canabras that lost its way. No one has ever reported Vescivores so far from the center of the world wound. Where did they come from? Nevia bites her lip. They still haven't noticed us. That won't hold true for long. Maybe if we retreat quietly. The commander makes a sign for her to stop. Convene a council to determine a plan of action. The commander and her companions convene a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there is no other road. Retreat is far too risky should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open. No one would survive. None utters the word trap, but fear hangs in the air. A swarm of omnivorous beasts just happens to be in the army's path. Someone has arranged this for their own nefarious ends. Rustling, grating, squeaking, humming. Everyone hears the voice of the swarm. The sky before the army remains clear for now. How long until it is darkened by the spawn of the abyss? An idea, decision, straight and sharp like a soldier's sword, appears in their minds. The Crusaders' council grows grim. One unit must act as live bait to lure the swarm out of the canyon and clear the path to the Vescivore Queen. The commander will rush the monster, killing her quickly before the swarm decimates the army. They will get out but one chance. Dark question looms. Who will lead the faithful squad and be consumed as bait? In the moments of extreme stress, one often says one thing while meaning quite the other. These hidden words often reveal many a curious thing. And what do we see here? Irabeth nobly states, "I am an officer best suited for the mission," but in truth she means, "I cannot burden another with my responsibility." Tanya Gincher, send me! Nora the historian emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy be more than useful than swords and armor. While she speaks, she thinks, "I need to prove myself." The commander thinks that she should... Who was Nora? Yeah, we'll send Nora. The commander and her party disappear among the rocks, preparing to slip down into the canyon, while the swarm is distracted by their bait. A tight-lipped Anevia shows the way. Behind them, the final preparations are being made. "Here's what we'll do," Nora instructs the soldiers. "We'll approach the precipice, stomping and banging our swords against our shields. We'll get the swarm's attention as quickly as possible." Passion burns in her eyes, and her lips curve into a smile of satisfaction. The soldiers tread fearfully down the road toward the dark edge of the canyon ahead. The rift that yawns opens before them, whispers, rasps, rattles, in thousands upon thousands of voices. Vescivores gather below, but the sky is open above them, and the flying creatures might rise up and attack at any moment. The soldiers soon find the first body, the mangled corpse of a refugee from Canabras. A few straggling Vescivores wiggle inside the dead man's gaping chest. Tiny larvae, greenish shells, all shuffling legs and hinging jaws. They don't seem menacing at all. But then the rasping voice stops for a moment, and a high vibrating note pierces the air with new force. A blur of blackish-green cloud rises from the canyon. The swarm has taken the bait. The time to act has come. The leader from this fateful squad shouts that they all shall fight to the bitter end. The rasping, mumbling, buzzing swarm paralyzed the soldier's will. Poisonous mandibles cut through armor and bone. The swarm could scour the entire city of face of Galarion. These modest forces present no obstacle. No matter what strategy the mortals choose, it is impossible to resist the eternal hunger of the abyss. Vescivores are its embodiment. No malevolent mind or terrible monster, but a million half-sentient creatures who know no goal but destruction. An effective weapon for those prepared to trade fertile soil for wasteland. A chance yet remains for the commander to save her people, at least some portion. What will the leader decide? Yeah, I'll definitely call it a part here because my nose is running and my cold's just getting worse, so I'm going to call it a part for here. This is Johnny R signing off for the night. Have a good night, everyone.